We got Sygna, Mina, Lana. All of them do not have alternate outfits yet. But Acerola-chan, Acerola already has an alt, Fall Acerola 2020. Is this new Sygna suit of Acerola good or bad? In this video, we discuss the good sides and the bad sides of Sygna suit Acerola and Tapu Bulu. So with that said, strap on your seatbelts, sit tight, let's begin this analysis video. Here we go! Yo, 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 this is Sol, also known as SPL Gum, also known as Spatial Gum, also known as Grunt, the artist Team Skull Grunt, and this is Pokemon Masters EX, where we discuss the good sides and the bad sides of Acerola. Now, this is a support sync pair, and we have had so many supports in a row, kind of. Well, we got, you know, the whatchamacallit, the variety scouts of Lorelei, Bruno, then came in Mina, then came in Agatha. Sygna suit Acerola, gladly, finally is the last, for this update at least, of the supports that we have had, limited time supports. And as a Pokefair scout, you know, she has a 5 out of 5 grid. So hopefully next month we don't exactly have at least limited units or something. But anyway, guys, before we continue, don't forget to hit the thumbs up, as it really helps with the YouTube algorithm. Do it now. And also leave a comment down below. Tell me if you're scouting. Sorry. For this sync pair. This sync pair is quite nice, and we will discuss the good sides later on. And, you know, also subscribe if you haven't. We are almost at 10K. We're getting very, very, very close. Come on, guys. Let's make it happen very soon. But anyway, guys, if you are, you know, if you don't want to know only about Acerola, you want to know more about the others, you can check out my May 2023 pairs who to scout for video. As well as if you just want one copy, you can check out my 1 out of 5 or none out of 5 video where I discuss each one in a briefer time period. Shorter video whatsoever. Also, a huge shout out goes to my members who have been supporting me all throughout these years. Thank you guys so much for your support. And while I haven't been able to update this yet, I would like to give a huge shout out to all my gifters and all my receivers. I know there are more of you now, but thank you for your extra generosity. If you want to become a receiver, guys, become active. And if you want to become a gifter, then become a member right now by clicking on the join button and maybe gifting some memberships. But anyway, that's that. Let us begin. Acerola, or Sygna suit Acerola, is the second to the last sync pair of the May update. The new sync pair. Now, I am very, very worried about this one, because Acerola comes out on May 12th. The last new sync pair comes out on May 14. That means there are no sync pairs for the second half of May, and that is pretty concerning. But, you know, we have had something like this happen already, but not exactly. I think the last sync pair before was like something 16, something 17, and there are like a whole week of no new sync pairs. This one, first half of May, every single new sync pair is out. I'm worried that they might actually throw in a random new sync pair secretly, but maybe not. Hopefully not. But just keep in mind that every single new sync pair from this update comes out before the second half of the month. This sync pair ends on June 1. Same thing for Lana, same thing for How, same thing for Mina. Everyone ends on June 1, but Acerola ends or starts on May 12, and 2 days after Acerola, May 14 for Lana. These sync pairs are limited. All of these 6 sync pairs are limited, while Agatha and Lance are variety scouts. Variety scouts, you can get one copy if you want right now by spending 7,500 paid gems. There's a paid gem bundle or a paid gem special. 8,000 gems that instantly guarantees you one copy if you are willing to spend money on either of the two of them. But with Acerola, with Lana, with Mina, with How, you know, there's no guarantee. Your guarantee to get one copy is at scout points. 400 scout points, that is 36,600 gems. If you get lucky, and maybe a daily discount, maybe a single pull, maybe a multi-pull, first 3 multi-pulls gives you nothing. Agatha and Lance, first 3 multi-pulls give you candy coin presents. How, Mina, Acerola, Lana, no presents, no whatsoever. Just rub the salt in. If you get shafted, then you're completely shafted. You are not getting anything aside from a 10% chance of scouting for a random 5-star. And you know how sus 10% is. Sometimes you don't even get sparks, sometimes you don't even get 5 stars. But as a Pokefair scout, she now has 5 out of 5. And we'll discuss that later. Just keep in mind that there's nothing. There's only a 10% chance of scouting for random 5-star. 2% chance of scouting for her. So if you just want one of these units, maybe spend some gems, spend some paid gems, get Agatha or Lance instead. You're guaranteed one copy with 7,500 gems. Anyway, check out my how many gems can we get video for the total gem count of the month. We have the speed event right now, time trial event. So the missions will come in slowly, so don't panic. Get your gems, gather as many gems as you can. But take note that the gems that you get for this month will only cover enough for one sync pair. But anyway, let's move on. Stats. In terms of stats, HP stat, every single one of the Tapus or of the Sygna suit shares a 611 HP stat, which is okay, balance, center. Defense stat, Acerola has the highest defense and special defense, same as Mina. Mina is also a support. Acerola is also a support. But Acerola has the lowest speed stat, 244. On the low side, but I guess it's not that bad because her attacks are not exactly that expensive, except if we check that later. We'll have to check that later if it's gonna be more expensive or not. But Bullet Seed, her mostly are gonna use Bullet Seed, and Bullet Seed is not exactly that expensive. 2 move gauges. Attack, lowest attack stat out of the bunch. So don't expect that you will deal too much damage, but maybe not too bad. Stats or multipliers wise, as a support sync pair, she has grassy terrain. At the start of the battle, you bring in grassy terrain, and you can actually bring in Sunny Day. For sync pairs that benefit from sun, Sunny Day will help add multipliers to them. But for Acerola herself, Sunny Day, I don't know, I don't think is a multiplier. We'll have to check that later on. She can give physical moves up next to everyone in your team from her passive skills. And a physical moves up next effect at 3 out of 5, I think, to all sync pairs. We'll have to check on that later on. As for the sync move, he also has grassy terrain, which at the start of the battle, you bring in grassy terrain from her passive skill. So in terms of damage, you can expect to deal around that amount of attack move damage with a not too horrible sync nuke. Acerola's sync nuke is higher apparently than Sygna Suit Mina, and her normal attack damage is apparently higher than Sygna Suit Mina as well at 478. Yeah, interesting, but we'll have to see how this translates once we go to the sync grid and everything. So let us look at this. Let us look at the kit right now, which Sygna with Acerola, if you see this background image, congratulations, you have successfully scouted for Tapu Bulu. And you have Bullet Seed and Sunny Day. Now, her body move is B Sword Stance. When you use this, you can raise everyone's attack stat +2. And you can get everyone physical moves up next effect +1. So, how does this work? Bullet Seed, your main attack. Your main attack is gonna be Bullet Seed. Sunny Day, bring in Sun. Now, the good thing about Acerola is that a lot of grass-type sync pairs benefit from Sun. You know, Solar Flare, whatchamacallit, Sun, Speeding Sun, Healing Sun. What is the multiplier that deals with Sun? Just a lot of grass-type sync pairs benefit from Sun. And this sync pair is the first sync pair in the game that brings in both grassy terrain and sunny day. So, two sync pairs in one. Imagine that you have Sygna Suit Lyra. Sygna Suit Lyra, if I'm not mistaken, is the only sync pair, or I might be wrong. I think another sync pair that can bring in grassy terrain is Holiday Whitney. I'm not sure. I forgot. I have to recheck my sync pairs. But not a lot of sync pairs can bring in grassy terrain. So this is one of those sync pairs that can bring in grassy terrain. And also Sun. So grass types get a lot of bonuses from this sync pair. You don't have to bring in a separate support. For example, Sygna Suit Lyra is a tech, but grassy terrain. Bring in Sygna Suit Morty for the Sun. You don't have to do that. You just have Sygna Suit Acerola, and she deals with both, you know, both roles. B Sword Stance, 3 uses of this one can maximize everyone's attack stat. Maximum attack stat already, and gives everyone physical moves up next effect +3. 3 stat ranks if you use this in a row. Every single stat rank gives you a 40% increase in attack move damage. Physical attack move damage. Those 3 stat ranks of this is 120% increase in damage. And if it's sunny, you can charge your move gauge by 2, which is not exactly that important, but still. Now I'm Angry, your trainer move, basically raises everyone's defense +2 and maximize everyone's critical hit rate. So you can only use this once. Can buff up everyone's defenses and speeds up everyone's speed +2 if it is sunny as well. So the way to use this is probably use Sunny Day first, then use Now I'm Angry or B Sword Stance. In terms of her passive skills, you have Grassy Terrain Debut and Extension 5. At the start of the battle, bring in Grassy Terrain. And this extends the duration of grassy terrain by around 50% longer. You can extend this for around 1.5 sync move cycle. If you're lucky, 2 sync move cycles. Team Verdant Physical Damage Reduction 3. When it is grassy terrain, every single one of your sync pairs will receive less physical damage from the opponent, excluding sync moves. Not bad. So everyone a little bit tankier. And Ula Ula Ocean Breeze gives everyone a physical moves up next effect stack when an ally activates weather or terrain or zone. So at the start of the battle, you bring in 1 physical moves up next effect because of grassy terrain. Earlier I said that you want to use Sunny Day. Use Sunny Day. Bring in, or rather, sorry, let me go back. Ula Ula Ocean Breeze will raise everyone's physical moves up next effect by 1 thanks to Grassy Terrain Debut. Use B Sword Stand, or rather use Sunny Day. Sunny Day makes the weather sunny. And Ula Ula Ocean Breeze, because it is sunny, because Acerola activated Sun, brings in another physical moves up next effect. Physical moves up next effect rather. And then once you use B Sword Stance, everyone will get another physical moves next. Use another B Sword Stance, another one. use B-Sword stats again, you can use this 3 times. And maybe you'll have to use Sunny Day again. Everyone will get 6, up to 6 stacks of physical moves up next effect. And again, per stack is 40% increase. 6 stacks is 240% increase in physical attack damage. That makes Acerola as well as any other physical attacker in your team quite strong. There are a lot of other physical grass type attackers. For example, you have right now you have Special Cosplay Sonia. Brendan's Bullet Seed is a physical attack. Leaf Storm is a special attack. Take note of that. And other sync pairs, like for example, Sygna Suit Erica, Leaf, or rather Solar Blade, if I'm not mistaken, is a physical attack as well. So you can benefit from those physical moves up next effect by using the correct sync pairs in your team. Plus, again, Sun is a multiplier for a lot of grass type sync pairs. Grassy Terrain is another multiplier for a lot of grass type sync pairs. And while she does not have a sync move multiplier because it is grass type, Grassy Terrain will increase the damage of her sync move. And that's that. Now let's look at her sync grid. As a 5 out of 5, as a Pokefair sync pair, she has a 5 out of 5 sync grid. But let's check out 1 out of 5 first. Anti-Toxin and Bending, boring. 2 out of 5. Move Gauge Refresh 3 for Bullet Seed. So. Grassy Tenacity. You will not be flinch, confuse, or trap when it is Grassy Terrain. Okay. Natural Remedy. Now I'm Angry MP Refresh 2. You want this to raise everyone's defense plus 2 and I think speed plus additional 2 if it is sunny. Now I'm Angry Pep Rally 1. Speeds up everyone. So, by getting this, and by getting an MP refresh, you can max out everyone's speed stat. Speeding Sun 2 quickly charges your move gauge when it is sunny. Sunny Day move gauge refresh 3. Unfortunately, no MP refresh for Sunny Day. Only a move gauge refresh. So, Sunscreen 1 reduces damage when you are hit by an attack for Acerola only when it is sunny. Turbo Turf 2 speeds up the move gauge when there is grassy terrain. 3 out of 5, you get Bullet Seed, no quarter. That means every single time you attack Bullet Seed, normally it's 2 to 5 times, this one will guarantee that your Bullet Seed hits 5 times in a row. Okay. Bullet Seed Tripping Strike 4, 50% chance of lowering the opponent's speed stat times the number of times Bullet Seed hits. So if you have no quarter, Bullet Seed, and Tripping Strike for Bullet Seed, 50% chance, 50% chance, 50% chance, 50% chance, 50% chance of lowering the opponent's speed stat times 5. So, you can, if this triggers all the time, one use of Bullet Seed will lower your opponent's speed stat minus 5 instantly. Now, haven't we seen this before? Yes, we have. Cause a Lorelei, Variety Lorelei has something like this. First Aid 4, Green Thumb, whenever you use your sync move, it will become Grassy Terrain. So every single time Grassy Terrain activates, Ula Ula Ocean Breeze will activate again, give everyone a physical moves up next effect. So Green Thumb is actually a good one. Safety Tether, Enduring Effect to her after your sync move. So Sunny Day Shielded 1, when you use Sunny Day, raises everyone's defense plus 1. Sunny Day Team Brawn gain 9. If you get this, everyone will get a physical moves up next effect plus 1 when you use Sunny Day plus Ula Ula Ocean Breeze. So when you use Sunny Day, you will get everyone physical moves up next effect plus 2 because of Team Brawn gain 9 as well as Ula Ula Ocean Breeze. Team Grassy Restoration 9 is probably my favorite here when it is grassy. When there's grassy terrain. When you attack an opponent, everyone recovers HP. I think I would love to pair Sygna Suit Acerola up with Sygna Suit Morty with a Sunny Day MP refresh. Every single time I attack the opponent using Sygna Suit Morty when it is sunny, everyone recovers HP. When it's grassy terrain, when I use Sygna Acerola, attack an opponent, everyone will recover some HP. So this is the counterpart of Sygna Morty in terms of HP recovery. For Morty, it's Sunny Day. For Sygna Acerola, it's grassy terrain. It's a good one. I like this one. 4 out of 5. Adrenaline 1. Bullet Seed Recharging Strike 2. If I'm not mistaken, Lorelei has Recharging Strike 4 or Recharging Strike 5, while she has Tripping Strike 2. This one is the opposite. So this one has Recharging Strike 2, 30% chance of recovering 1 move gauge, times 5 if you get no quarter. And at 5 out of 5, you get Punishing Strike 2, 30% chance of lowering the opponent's defense. Lorelei also has this. And then you got Vigilance at 5 out of 5, which I am not in support of, because Vigilance, you can just give this as a lucky skill. So if you want Punishing Strike 2 as an extra bonus for Sygna Acerola, you need 5 copies. And a 5 out of 5 Punishing Strike 2 or a debuffing Acerola kind of looks like this. You got over here, over the 5-1, we got a Punishing Strike 2. I think this is at 3 out of 5. Or rather, this is at 5 out of 5. We got Recharging Strike 2, which is at 4 out of 5. Tripping Strike 2 at 3 out of 5. And at no quarter at 3 out of 5 as well. So this is in the buffer grid. Focusing a lot on using Bullet Seed. Use Bullet Seed, Bullet Seed, Bullet Seed, Bullet Seed. Lower the opponent's speed stat, lower the opponent's defense stat, recover your move gauge. But a better grid option that I probably would like better is Team Grassy Restoration build, which if it is grassy terrain, you recover HP every single time you attack an opponent. Got Green Thumb over here, which because why not? Bring in grassy terrain every single time. Bring in grassy terrain, grassy terrain, grassy terrain every single time you use a sync move. And because it's such a waste to go 4 out of 5, 5 out of 5, we got Recharging Strike 2, which is at 4 out of 5. But you don't need this. You just need 3 copies of Sygna Acerola. And by getting 3 copies, you're benefiting from Green Thumb. Got Team Grassy Restoration 9. You got Turbo Turf 2 because every single time you'll be grassy anyway. So just speed up your move gauge and things like that. We got Sunscreen 1 to lower the lower the damage we receive when it is sunny. But we can actually replace this with probably a First Aid 4 over here and MP Refresh for the trainer move. And this one. And this will make your team much tankier than earlier. So another option would be this. Or maybe we can remove this. Go. Not enough energy. So something like that, guys. Something like that might also work. Plus your option, whatever you want to get now. With the remaining energy, we have 4 energy left. We can get probably a defense plus 5. Special defense plus 5. And that's it. Those are some of the grid options that we have for Sygna Acerola. Now we move back. So, the discussion is actually already over. So what can we say about Sygna Acerola? Sygna Acerola deals a lot with combining roles, synergizing the passing pairs, and she's basically a support sync pair with similar roles to Sygna Morty, except that her Sunny Day never gets an MP refresh. There's no MP refresh for Sunny Day whatsoever. But you can recover your grassy terrain every single time you use a sync move. Plus, it's extended. It's extended by 50%. So, combining Morty, Sygna Morty, and Sygna Acerola might be good. She also maxes out everyone's attack stat. She can raise everyone's speed stat, which is pretty good. She can raise everyone's critical hit rate instantly. She can raise everyone's defense plus 2. And if you got an MP refresh, it can raise the defense a little bit higher. But not special defense. Every single time you are attacked by a physical attack, if there's grassy terrain, you receive less damage for your entire team. Plus, you give everyone a physical moves up next effect. Grass-type teams, grass-type sync pairs will benefit from Sygna Suit Acerola, especially those who rely on Sun. So, is this a good sync pair to get? Well, it depends on how you look at Sunny Day. Remember, Sunny Day, no MP refresh. So, unless you are willing to bypass that, just focus on grassy terrain. You know, every single time, by the way, forgot to mention this. Grassy terrain, when there's grassy terrain, every single time you use a grass-type attack or grass-type move, you recover HP. So grassy terrain is extended. Team Grassy Restoration recovers everyone's HP. Plus your grassy terrain, by using Bullet Seed, you also recover HP. So you recover double HP. Recover their move gauge. You lower the opponent's defense. Well, again, this is only 4 out of 5 or 5 out of 5 for the defense and speed thing. But you get to lower the opponent's defense, you get to lower the opponent's speed, you get to charge up your move gauge. I think that's good. But what do you think, guys? Are you gonna replace your grass-type sync pairs support with Sygna Suit Acerola? Probably your Lyra. Your Lyra in the past, or your Sygna Suit Lyra with grassy terrain. Are you gonna replace it with Sygna Suit Acerola, who brings in both sun and grassy terrain? Definitely Sygna Suit Erika will benefit from her. Definitely. Especially Sygna Suit. If I'm not mistaken, it's not easy, or it's not that fast to power up Sygna Suit Erika. You have to raise her speed stat, you have to raise her attack stat. You can easily do that with Sygna Suit Acerola. You can easily max out everyone's attack stat. You can raise everyone's speed stat and stuff. So yeah, tell me if you're scouting. The bad side, the ugly, there's no ugly side except that you cannot debuff. You know, the ugly side is always 5 out of 5, at least for me. Spending money on a sync pair. But she's actually a very good sync pair of this update. Finally, the support grass type needs. Are you scouting for her? But again, as usual, don't listen to me. Follow your heart. This is a meta, probably. You can consider this meta for grass types. But scout for your favorites instead. And with that said, that marks the end of my good and bad video for Sygna Suit Acerola and Tapu Bulu. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Again, hit the thumbs up if you haven't. Support the YouTube algorithm, support the channel. And let's get to 10k subs. Thank you guys so much. Good luck with your scouts. Let me know again if you're scouting. And a huge thank you to all the members and gifters of my channel out there. Thank you guys so much for your support, as well as my members who have been supporting me. Thank you to Shadowphil, Alcin, Roy, Luca, and Jeremy. Thank you for over 2 years. Shadowphil with Master Ball tier, Marokman for Ultra Ball tier, Aurora Espion and Yuki for Great Ball, Shido for Premier Ball, Sasra and Iwis for 1 year Pokeball, Tatsuya Gold, Kundan, Pokefriendo, and Edward for Pokeball tier members. Thank you guys so much. I really appreciate that. Click on the join button if you want to join them. But with that said, that is it. Thank you guys so much. This is Sol, also known as SPL Gum, also known as Spatial Gum, also known as Grunt, your artist Team Skull Grunt. I will see you in the next video. Rawr.